Hey Center Youth Group, I've got exciting news for next summer. Madison Church is planning a mission trip to Mexico to build a house for a family in need. Now this trip is open to all ages, but there is one part of the trip that is specifically intended for teenagers like you guys, and I'll explain that here in a minute. Madison Church is going to take a group of volunteers from our church down to Puerto Penasco, Mexico. That town is straight south from Phoenix, Arizona, and it's a beach town. It's right on the fingertip of the Gulf of California. There's an organization there called One Mission that partners with families who are in need of a house, and we are going to go to be a part of building one for them. This is an early summer trip in 2026, so it's right after Memorial Day, and we'll be getting back in the first week of June. Now, you may realize that that is right at the beginning of baseball and softball season. And so there is a conflict there, and to go on this trip, you would have to miss some games. And so that's just an unavoidable thing about going on a mission trip in the summer when you're in Iowa and you guys play sports then. But I challenge you to think about it this way. When you're 38, like me, do you think that you will wish that you stayed home to play 5 more softball games? Or do you think that you will wish that you had gone on a 10-day life-changing mission trip to Mexico with your friends? I think you're going to wish that you had gone on the mission trip to Mexico. And so this is a really special opportunity. It's not one that comes along very often. Madison Church isn't going to go back to Mexico for another 4 years after this. So you really should think about taking advantage of this next summer. There are 2 ways you can go on this trip with us. And so I call them tracks. So track 1 is the one designed for teenagers, for you and me. So this is a trip where we will drive all the way there, all the way to this town in Mexico in big vans. And along the way, we will sleep at night in churches, like on the floor and on their pews, the whole way down and the whole way back. And we do it that way so that the trip can be really inexpensive and not cost your parents like a ton of money. Track 2 is usually for families or adults. If you travel this way, then you're responsible for getting yourself to Phoenix and back. So you could fly down, or your family could even add your own vacation to the beginning or the end of the trip. This is the 4th mission trip that Madison Church has taken with One Mission, this organization in Mexico, since 2018. And the good thing about that is I know the people that we're working with there really well. And I can tell you from experience that this trip is going to be a safe one. You're not going to encounter any unnecessarily dangerous situations in Mexico. And I know that the organization that we're traveling with is going to take really good care of us while we're in Mexico. And the other good thing about that is I have 3 trips worth of lessons learned, so I know how to do the travel well and how to prepare for the work that we're going to be doing there when we do construction in Mexico, and then how to plan things like recreation. Because if you come along on this trip with us, you're not just going to be a part of giving an impoverished family their own house, but you're also going to have a really great time. There are a lot of fun things that we do on this trip. We will go to the beach on the ocean. So like I said, that's the Gulf of California is part of the Pacific Ocean. We get to go to Oregon Pipe Cactus National Monument in Arizona. We get to go to a place called Slide Rock in Sedona, Arizona, where there is a 500-foot natural water slide, and even a place where you can jump off a cliff that is 30 feet high. And we'll even get to camp and hike at the Grand Canyon, which is really fun. We'll spend a whole day there. Plus, this year, we are gonna go together on this trip with other churches from Iowa. So it will be kind of like a church camp on wheels, essentially. I promise that this trip will be meaningful and fun and really unforgettable. And I would really love for you guys to think about coming along with us next summer. If you want to learn more about this trip, you can go to Madison Church of Christ's website, so that's madisonchurchofchrist.net, and click on any of the links that say 2026 Mexico. If you're interested in going on the trip, there's a form there where you can fill out, put in your email address, and so you'll receive information about it going forward. Or you can just tell me anytime at center, like, hey, Joel, I think I want to go to Mexico with you guys, and I can give you more information about that and make sure you're in the loop when we talk about going on the trip in the future. So think about going to Mexico with me in 2026.